Ask for the truth on behalf of Swati Aggarwal concerning relationship issues. This friend that she's with, is anything going to develop from it? And if he doesn't, will it develop later on? What is this all about? I ask in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. We'll just place the deck over here to the side and we'll seek the truth here about this. With the first card we deal from the top of the deck, which is effectively the centre, in the sense that where the deck split is where it was at its most energetic point, and so of course now the centre, as you could say, is on the top. So the first card we deal like a timeline, don't we, a bit like Facebook or Twitter or something like that, where it goes from beginning, middle and end. Effectively that's what it is. And the beginning part is the recent past influence. This is a period of time between now and this time last month. The next card we deal is the present, so that's Swati Aggarwal just right now. And then this situation that you're in with your relationship, where you will be in the immediate future, between now and this time next month, between now and this time, you could say moon phase ahead, couldn't you? Moon phase behind in the recent past there, which we're just going to have a look at now, and then of course a moon phase ahead in the immediate future with you in the middle. Let's see though what's been going on just recently with this. So I suppose you could establish the situation, get an overview of what's been going on before we work out the maiden, the energy of the maiden there, a bit like the first quarter moon, isn't it? The maiden, the mother and the crone. In this particular case it's the maiden, and she just represents that a new relationship blossomed in some way with this friend, and maybe there was a bit of hope, an inkling of hope amongst all the despair. What I'm sort of thinking here is the despair that you've experienced over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so, or well, 3 or 4 months ago, I suppose, over the past 3 months or so, maybe you've experienced, and now just over the past few weeks something has developed and give you a ray of hope, and you're afraid of losing that. Why I'm sort of thinking that, I don't know. Let's just reveal the next card here. Let's flip that nice and slowly to see what energy is revealed for us here. The dragon vibrates right now, which is of course strength and wisdom, in the sense of one lives and one learns. I always call it the live and learn card in that sense. Dragon magic is powerful, but dragons protect also, don't they? They protect divine knowledge and divine learning to make sure that it doesn't get in the wrong hands. Maybe in this particular case there's been, well, I'm sort of thinking along those grounds, as though something, knowledge getting in the wrong hands, somebody finding something out that they shouldn't right now, and you're trying to protect that, and because they don't know, it makes you strong, doesn't it? What a dark way of thinking that. Let's see what's around the corner in the immediate future though for this relationship. Does it blossom? Does it wane and then come back again in another cycle? What actually happens between now and this time next month? You've got the wizard here. The wizard is obviously a member of the royal court, and he represents magic, of course, there. And his magic can assist others, or can literally assist others. An helping hand. Notice how the hand is encircled there, and maybe this is what it is, offering a helping hand. And it seems as though you will be assisting others, you will be using your abilities, your skills to assist others. Maybe, I don't know about a support group, but certainly, what I'm sort of thinking, maybe it's more to assist, more to assist him, and the one in your new relationship. It's there to sort of to try and help him either cope with what it is, or help him to come round to your way of thinking, or whatever. I don't know. Yes, I suppose there is that situation where you can help your peers to overcome. Well, I was sort of sensing as though there's another person who's going through a similar problem that you've been going through, and it's them you're trying to help, to say, well, I've found somebody and you will now. As if to say, well, I'm safe now, I've got somebody, all I can do is let you worry about your problem and pretend to be sort of concerned to keep our friendship going. Oh, isn't that a horrible way of thinking it? But maybe, I don't know. It may not be as sinister as that, but it's that sort of thing, isn't it? It's just, oh, isn't it strange? Maybe the black obsidian here of the obsidian skull is vibrating a bit of truth around it. I always tend to find that although it's protective, it nevertheless can sometimes offer up vibrations when you're doing readings as well, which tend to be a bit. But either way, I feel that putting this aside, I want to pull another card actually, just to see what's going on. Will you achieve in helping whoever it is, like Santa's little helper, a little assistant or whatever? What happens around about sort of January-ish time? Let's just flip the next card just to see what that is. Yes, walking on eggshells time, January is, sadly. Just choosing your words wisely, just be careful what you say, because you just might end up putting your foot a bit deeper in the shit than what you thought it was originally, because by trying to help people you can actually create more problems than you can solve. So just try and draw a fine line. But nobody likes a loser and nobody likes losing, so you carry on until you're on a winner. But the more you try and win, the more you lose. And it's more really with you a case of just be careful what you say. Around about December time, although this is December, isn't it? Really, this is November, mid-November, from mid-November to Sorry, this is up to mid-November, isn't it? This the wizard, from mid-November to mid-December. Correction. So of course from mid-December to mid-January, it's a case of it looks like your Christmas is going to be a bit of a rocky one when it comes to having to be careful what you say and just walk on eggshells a bit. I wouldn't say it'll end up in a thundering argument or anything like that, but certainly you might fall out with the wrong people who, well, we thought you were your friend, we thought you were a friend, and all you're doing is just taking the piss, and thanks for nothing. And this is what I'm sort of getting from it. Why I'm getting that I don't know. It's not as if you were going out with somebody else's best friend, is it? But for now, is it? But for now, these cards have spoken.